Do you deserve a break from your hectic schedule? Do you want to escape the stress of everyday life? Linda and Michael certainly did. After a whirlwind tour through various European destinations, they longed for a place to relax, soak in culture, and reconnect with themselves. That place was Portugal. Known for its stunning coastline, rich history, and welcoming atmosphere, Portugal was the perfect destination for a 7-day adventure. They decided to explore 3 of the country's most captivating cities: Lisbon, Cascais, and Porto. In this travel guide, you'll follow their journey through these beautiful cities where they uncover hidden gems, embrace Portugal's natural beauty, and experience the warmth of its people. Day 1 to 3, Lisbon, the captivating capital. Linda and Michael's journey started in the capital city of Lisbon, where history meets modern culture, and every corner of the city tells a different story. They arrived in the morning, greeted by the bright sunshine and the smell of fresh pastéis de nata wafting through the air. Their first stop was to check into their hotel in the Baixa district, the heart of Lisbon. After dropping off their luggage, they were eager to start exploring. Their first destination was the Alfama district, the oldest neighborhood in Lisbon. As they wandered through its narrow, winding streets, they were struck by the authenticity of this historic area. Linda and Michael stopped by a small cafe to enjoy some fresh bacalhau or salted cod before continuing up the hill to the São Jorge Castle. The castle offered breathtaking panoramic views of Lisbon, the Tagus River, and the iconic 25 de Abril Bridge. As they stood at the castle's edge, they felt as though they had stepped back in time, surrounded by the medieval walls and the rich history of the Moors and Christians. The view from the top was a perfect introduction to Lisbon's beauty and charm. The next day, Linda and Michael ventured west to Belém, a historic district known for its maritime heritage. Their first stop was the Jerónimos Monastery, a stunning example of Manueline architecture. As they marveled at the intricate carvings and grand cloisters, they couldn't help but feel a deep respect for the explorers who once set sail from this very spot. Just a short walk from the monastery, they found the Belém Tower, a fortress standing guard at the mouth of the river. The tower, which was once a key defense point, now stands as a symbol of Portugal's age of discovery. They climbed to the top, where they enjoyed the fresh sea breeze and stunning views over the Atlantic. Before leaving Belém, they couldn't resist stopping by the famous Pastéis de Belém bakery for a taste of the original pastéis de nata. Linda declared it the best custard tart she had ever had, while Michael simply ordered a second one. That evening, Linda and Michael decided to immerse themselves in the soul of Portugal by attending a fado performance in the Bairro Alto district. The melancholic, soulful music captivated them, providing a deeper connection to the culture and the emotions of the Portuguese people. As the night wore on, they wandered through the lively streets of Bairro Alto, which were filled with bars, restaurants, and the vibrant energy of locals and tourists alike. On their last day in Lisbon, Linda and Michael hopped on the famous Tram 28, which takes you on a scenic journey through the city's historic neighborhoods. The rickety yellow tram passed by beautiful landmarks like the Lisbon Cathedral, Graça, and Estrela Basilica, providing them with the perfect overview of the city. Day 4 to 5. Cascais, Portugal's coastal gem. After an exciting few days in Lisbon, Linda and Michael were ready to slow things down. They took a short train ride along the coast to the charming seaside town of Cascais. Known for its stunning beaches and laid-back atmosphere, Cascais was the perfect spot for some well-deserved relaxation. Their first stop was the Cascais Marina, where they strolled along the waterfront, admiring the luxury yachts and colorful fishing boats. They found a cozy seafood restaurant by the water where they savored fresh grilled sardines and octopus salad, a true taste of the Atlantic. That afternoon, they visited Boca do Inferno, a dramatic cliff formation just outside Cascais. The name, which translates to Hell's Mouth, comes from the thunderous sound of waves crashing against the rocks. Linda and Michael were mesmerized by the raw power of the ocean as they stood at the edge of the cliffs, taking in the breathtaking views. The next day, they decided to spend a relaxing day at Guincho Beach, one of Portugal's most famous beaches. Known for its golden sands and strong winds, it's a popular spot for surfers and kiteboarders. Linda and Michael were content to simply lounge on the beach, enjoying the sun and the sound of the crashing waves. Before heading back to their hotel, they stopped by the nearby Cabo de Roca, the westernmost point of mainland Europe. Standing at the edge of the continent, they felt a sense of awe as they looked out over the vast Atlantic Ocean, realizing just how far they had come on their journey. Day 6 and 7, Porto, the city of bridges and wine. For the final leg of their trip, Linda and Michael traveled north to Porto, a city famous for its port wine, colorful buildings, and stunning bridges. They arrived in the Ribeira district, Porto's picturesque riverside quarter. With its narrow cobblestone streets, lively atmosphere, and beautiful views of the Douro River, Ribeira quickly became one of their favorite parts of Portugal. After checking into their hotel, they enjoyed a leisurely stroll along the riverfront, passing by charming cafes and street performers. As the sun set, they crossed the iconic Dom Luís Bridge, which offered panoramic views of Porto's historic skyline. The next day, Linda and Michael decided to explore one of Porto's most famous exports, port wine. They took a short walk across the river to Vila Nova de Gaia, home to numerous port wine cellars. They visited Taylor's Port, one of the oldest wine producers in the area, where they enjoyed a guided tour and tasting session. As they sipped on the rich, sweet port wine, they learned about the history of winemaking in the Douro Valley and the process of aging and blending that gives port its unique flavor. The tour was both informative and delicious, and they left with a bottle to take home as a souvenir. That afternoon, they visited the famous Livraria Lello, often considered one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world. With its ornate wooden staircase, stained glass windows, and rows of bookshelves, it felt like stepping into a fairy tale. Linda, a book lover, could have spent hours exploring the shelves, but they had one more stop to make. Next, they climbed the Clarigos Tower, one of Porto's most iconic landmarks. The 240 steps to the top were well worth the effort, as they were rewarded with sweeping views of the city below. On their final day in Porto, Linda and Michael decided to experience the city from the water by taking a Douro River cruise. As they sailed down the river, they passed under the city's 6 impressive bridges and enjoyed views of the terraced vineyards that line the valley. The peaceful cruise was the perfect way to end their journey through Portugal, offering one last chance to take in the beauty and charm of this incredible country. "15 best places to visit in Lisbon, Cascais, and Porto." Lisbon 1, São Jorge Castle, historic fortress with stunning panoramic views of the city. 2, Alfama district, Lisbon's oldest neighborhood, known for its winding streets and fado music. 3, Belém Tower, a UNESCO World Heritage Site symbolizing the Age of Discovery. 4, Jerónimos Monastery, a magnificent example of Manueline architecture. 5, Pastéis de Belém, famous bakery serving the original pastéis de nata. 6, Tram 28, a scenic tram ride through Lisbon's historic neighborhoods. 7, Bairro Alto, a lively district known for its nightlife and fado performances. Cascais. 8, Cascais Marina, a picturesque harbor with luxury yachts and waterfront restaurants. 9, Boca do Inferno, dramatic cliffs where the ocean crashes against the rocks. 10, Guincho Beach, a beautiful beach popular for surfing and kiteboarding. 11, Cabo de Roca, the westernmost point of mainland Europe, offering stunning ocean views. Porto. 12, Ribeira district, a colorful, lively riverside neighborhood. 13, Dom Luís Bridge, an iconic bridge offering panoramic views of Porto. 14, Livraria Lello, one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world. 15, Douro Valley near Porto, famous for its wine production, offering tours and scenic drives. In a final note, Linda and Michael's journey through Lisbon, Cascais, and Porto in Portugal was a truly enriching experience. They began their adventure in the heart of Lisbon, exploring the city's rich history, charming neighborhoods, and mouth-watering cuisine. In Cascais, they relaxed by the Atlantic Ocean, soaking up the sun in this picturesque coastal town. Their final stop in Porto took them through vineyards, medieval streets, and along the stunning Douro River, providing a perfect end to their Portuguese exploration. From the Torre de Belém to the Livraria Lello in Porto, Each destination in Portugal offered its own unique blend of culture, history, and breathtaking scenery. Linda and Michael felt refreshed and inspired by their time in Portugal, and they couldn't wait to share their next adventure with you. Don't miss out on more incredible travel stories. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for our next video where Linda and Michael continue their journey around the globe. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know which part of Portugal you're most excited to visit. Share your thoughts or travel tips with us and the community. Support our channel and content. Visit our sponsors and consider contributing to help us continue producing high-quality travel guides. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you for traveling with us through Portugal. Be sure to catch Linda and Michael's next adventure as they explore the treasures of Egypt. Stay tuned for the upcoming video and happy travels.